Okay, about SITEC. Okay, we are established in 2015, June 2015. So now we are almost about 3 years. Sorry. Yeah, about 3 years. Okay, we are under Datuk Tech, Senior Executive Councillor of Selangor State Government. In West Selangor, just next to our building here, is our secretariat that oversees SITEC. So basically, we are under state government.
Sorry.
Okay, and then our everything here is under our direction of our CEO, Mr. Yong Kai. And we have four trusts, four main trusts. Okay, first is Online 100. Okay, this Online 100, we have Apps 100, SDCC, e-commerce education. I'll go through one by one, just very short, quickly. So far, our achievement, we have, until December 2017, we have conducted about 58 classes, including this year, add another 15 classes, so it's about 73 classes in total. So we have reached about 80,000 startups, individual e-commerce business owners, 4 major e-commerce conferences, Smart City, Hackathons, Future Commerce, and Smart City event 2. Okay, Online 100 is a free program by Selangor State for online merchant, for traditional merchant. Okay, if you're not yet online, so you can join this program. We get you on board to 4 marketplaces: Ubeli, Lazada, Eleven and Shopee. So Ubeli, this is our main partner. Okay, so zero barrier entry, meaning that it's easy. You just go through us. We will handle on the side with the rest of the marketplace. So why is it Online 100? Because every year we only educate 100. Okay, so that's why we have 300. But this year we already reached 100, but we opened to more. I think about maybe 30 more. So this year we have 120. So it's 130 online. Okay, total GMV as of December 2017, 7.3 million across all marketplaces from our merchant. And also total order is about 5,000. Okay, so these are the benefits. Just go through: free online laptop and membership to 4 online marketplaces. Free mobile apps to Ubeli, so you get the mobile apps as well for your own business. Free training. Okay, so any training you get for free from the marketplace or from us. Priority for SITEC classes and events, so you get the priority. And support from Ubeli, because Ubeli is our main partner, so you get the support from them. Free photo studio. We have a photo studio, you can use it for free, so you have to pay, but you can take photo yourself. Free use of our co-working space here, but not included to membership, so you can come and use, but if you want to use for the whole month, you have to pay. But if you just want to come for 1 day, 2 days, you can use for free. And then merchant support. Okay, so any information that you need, you can ask us whether you want to download your own website, so we can give you some. Okay, so this is some of the snapshots. Top 3 category products. 2016 health, beauty, home living and fashion. Same also in 2017. Both. Okay. Top selling product category. The most famous one is baby and kids. First fashion, health, beauty, home living. The last one is service, coupon and ticket. Doesn't mean it's not a good business, but you have to explore. So far, this is Selangor map. So far we don't have anyone from Hulu Selangor yet. So we are looking for this lucky merchant from Hulu Selangor. And most of you all are from, I think, Klang and Petani Jaya. But we will reach every single of them to ask them to join e-commerce, because this is the future of business. So far we have 70% male, 27% female. But most of the time you'll see like the small names are ladies' name, doesn't mean that they are female. And then these males are using females' name. Okay, Apps 100. Okay, once you on board into this Online 100 program, so you will automatically get apps for your own business. That's the advantage of joining our program. So, for example, if I'm selling a soap, I already have a regular customer, so they have to go through all these marketplace again and again. Just go to my apps and then just purchase directly from it. Okay? So far, okay, this is the achievement. And SDCC is this area, this space, we call it as SDCC, Selangor Digital Creative Center. 2 months after we launched SITEC, then only we launched this, so it's in October. And then 11,000 square feet, the whole area. We are now currently at MSC status, but soon we will upgrade into a digital status. And then we have a free photo studio upstairs. Any of you here can use, you don't need to register, you just need to book a slot, that's it. Okay, most of the classes, seminars are here. Okay, if you want to use this seminar room, you can use as well, but you have to pay. Minimum fee, commitment fee. Okay, and then cafe, studio, everything, hot desk. And Wi-Fi as well for free. Okay, for this co-working space, we are the cheapest in the world. 100 ringgit a month. Yeah, it's very cheap. But not open on Saturday and Sunday, because we are government. No. Okay, and then only until 6 p.m. we don't open at night also. Okay, then e-commerce education is one of our core things here. We educate. We have free classes and also paid classes. First half of the year, this year, we do free classes. Until today, we have 15 classes, three different topics: online marketing, content management, and also introduction to e-commerce. Okay, we have 3 languages as well: English, BM, and Chinese. Average 100 packs or more, but minimum is 100 packs. We have beginner to intermediate. Okay, this is the scale. Even though we are here already, we are at this 26 June. Sorry, the last one. So total we have. Why English is more than Bahasa in Chinese? Because Bahasa we shorten it a bit because we rarely got a full crowd for particular Chinese or Bahasa. So we put English more in details. Okay, then coming up is our master class. Early bird price. This is paid class. Early bird price is 99. Also the cheapest in the world. Normal price 199. Okay, initially I don't want to charge for this class, but I think 100 ringgit for a commitment for you to come is okay. Okay, and then got free food 3 times a day, morning, lunch, and tea time. So I think it's very value for money. Coming up is our first one, 10 July. I think 2 weeks from now. We have Sunny and also Vincent. I think Vincent is here. Vincent is here. So we'll be teaching about e-commerce A to Z. Then next one, online marketing, is by Charles here, President of Digital Marketing Association. So we still have a few more slots. So register. Okay, promoting it. The rest I will update from time to time. Okay. Other than that, we have SITEC Academy. Okay, SITEC Academy is our website where we put all the information and also the video that we record today and slides, so we upload here. For those who are maybe sleepy, they got focus, then you can go back and check again. Okay, and then the slide also I will upload there, so you can you can download it. Okay, this is SITEC Academy. And then another one is Top E-commerce Merchant Award. This is our yearly program. Yearly competition among the top e-commerce merchants. Okay, national e-commerce competition, first of its kind. We are the one who start first. So now it's the 3rd year of top e-commerce merchant award. Rewards are 25,000. 25,000 is for everyone, meaning that the winners only will get 10,000, and the rest will divide to top 10. 50% online votes. Okay, this last method, but this year I think we will go for sales conversion, and also, okay, let's go through later. Okay, this is 2017, last year. Okay, we have 100 contestants and 80,000 online votes. Okay, this is this year, third edition. I think everyone here who already have an online business, you should join this for media exposure. Okay, now is entry submission time. You can submit now. 19 June to 20 July, entry submission. Okay, duration is 32 days. So I will filter everything and then start from, In 2 days, we will launch our program over here as well. And then start from 21st July entry shortlisting period. So we have 7 days to shortlist all the registration. And then 30th July judging. Okay, award ceremony is 50th September. Okay. The rest, other than that, is e-commerce conference. Some of the conference that we organize. E-commerce conference 2016, 2015, hackathon as well. Okay, forum. Okay, I think just very short, that's it. This is all about just media coverage, some info about smart city and anything. You can find more info at our counter outside. Okay, any question about SITEC? Guys? No? Understand? Huh? Okay, good. Okay, okay, sorry, before that. Okay, this is this year from 30 to 50 September. If you want to attend, it's just, it's a free. It's free ticket, you can just purchase the ticket. No, purchase it's free. So we are focusing on smart manufacturing, retail revolution, and startup fest. It's at MITEC. 3 main elements: smart city conference, retail revolution, and startup fest. So we have a competition as well for startup. This is a competition, Selangor International Pitch. So for this in Selangor International Pitch, we have competitors from Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Southeast Asia. So they will compete to win this 100,000 ringgit. Okay, let's not waste our time. Let's start our class with the first one. Okay, the first one we have Joshua.
Just to start off, thanks everyone for coming today. We really appreciate your time to come here and learn more about WeChat and WeChat Pay. As you all know, it's coming out soon and we are very, very excited about it. But I think just to start off, I want to give you a brief introduction of what Revenue Monster does. So I'm from Revenue Monster. We are working with WeChat. They are ironing out some bugs right now. They haven't given us a date yet. We can't say. Yeah, we don't know the date, but we know it's very soon. Yeah, there are some final last technical bits that they are still ironing out, but we hope sooner. Yeah. They are in contact with Bank Negara Malaysia, so Bank Negara Malaysia knows the updates from WeChat, knows every step. Yeah. We don't know about Alipay. Yeah. Yeah. We're here for WeChat. We're here for WeChat Pay. Okay, so just to give you a brief introduction to Revenue Monster. So we are the official merchant acquirers for WeChat Pay, Malaysian wallet in Malaysia. And about Revenue Monster, so we are an innovative and digital mobile solutions company. What we do is mobile commerce, we do cashless payments, and we do social media marketing as well. But we're here to learn about mobile marketing, so I'll give you a brief history of technology to start off with. So as you can see, over the last few 100,000 years, language evolved, writing evolved, but up till printing, when it came out, technology grew at a very, very rapid rate. You can see in 500 years we had photography, telephone, radio, TV, digital media, social media, mobile media. So this is similar to what the smartphone is today. Today, smartphone usage is at its highest. Everyone has a smartphone. Everyone in most countries have a smartphone. And smartphones is the next evolution in technology that is spurring super rapid growth. So we're all living in the digital economy today. What is it like for somebody living in the digital economy? So this is my day-to-day life. So I wake up, I check Facebook, I check my messages, I shower, obviously, drive to work, I listen to Spotify, get to the office. Again, my phone's with me, I text maybe a supplier, and then I go out for lunch. Again, my phone's with me, I go back to the office, set up a meeting with a supplier for dinner, and then at the end of the day, I drive to dinner, And then again, my phone's with me. I use it to Waze, the closest to Starling Mall, because we've agreed to meet in Starling Mall, for example. And then at dinner, we're talking, and then again, I show my supplier, hey, check out this new app that I downloaded, or check out this new thing I found on WeChat. Then I drive home, shower, get into bed, message a few girls on Tinder, check Facebook, check a few messages on WhatsApp, on WeChat, and then I fall asleep. So this is my life, and this is probably your life as well on a day-to-day basis. What I'm trying to say here is the smartphone is with you all the time. It's very personal. Everybody's smartphone is like, it's more personal than your wallet. I mean, to be honest, in my day, right, I think I only take out my wallet twice, but the number of times I take out my smartphone probably 30 to 50 times in a day. So this just shows that smartphone is at its highest penetration. Everyone has it. It is the next evolution. So this tells businesses, right, that for the average consumer, the best way to target them is through smartphone. And this is how you build a customer-centric strategy. So how do you build a customer-centric strategy? So obviously, you first have to understand your consumer, you have to understand your customer, you have to understand the touch points that you have with your customer on a day-to-day basis. What apps they're using, how long are they using those apps, when are they using those apps, what are they using those apps for, how are they interacting with those apps, how long do they spend on the apps. And this allows you to then create a strategy that you can use to influence their behavior. So I'll give you an example. E-commerce websites like 11th Street, Lazada, they are masters at this. They're really good at this. So they put notifications on your phone. They tell you, hey, check this out. There's a new promo for this product. Or they send you newsletters, email newsletters. They have an app. They have a website. So they make it very easy for you to get to their platform or to their marketplace for you to browse products. And also, the browsing experience is very intuitive. You go there, you search for what you want, or they show you their latest promotions, and you have a very good experience shopping on Lazada and 11th Street. And then when you want to check out, they give you a wide range of payment options. Direct bank transfer, cash on delivery, mobile payments, like online payments, mobile wallets, all of that. So what businesses today need to do, right, is to create a very seamless experience for your customers. And that is very important, and that is actually how WeChat comes into the picture. Because what WeChat is able to do is facilitate the entire journey from awareness through to engagement to transaction, which is where WeChat Pay comes in. So I'll give you some statistics about WeChat today. So globally, there are about 1 billion WeChat users in the world. There are 600 million active WeChat Pay users in China alone. And if we come in closer into Malaysia, we'll see that in Malaysia, we have about 45 million smartphones, and 40 million of which have WeChat on their phones. This accounts for people with 2 phones. I've got 2 phones, so I have 2 different WeChat accounts. And 20 million active WeChat users on a day-to-day basis in Malaysia. So this shows us that WeChat's penetration in Malaysia is very, very high. And also, the exciting thing about WeChat Pay, which my colleague Ash will talk to you about in a while, is that WeChat Pay is built directly into the WeChat app. So you do not need to download an extra app to use WeChat Pay. And this means when WeChat Pay has been fully rolled out, everyone who has a WeChat app can use the wallet immediately. So I think what I would like to do is give you an example of what WeChat looks like currently in China. So this is what the future could look like in Malaysia, but right now this is happening in China. This is a short video. Someone, would you mind pressing the play button? So he wakes up, checks his moments, it's like your Facebook page. He scrolls through, he sees what's happening with his friends, what's happening in the news, and then he gets up, goes out, lives his day-to-day life, drops by a stall, gets some food, pays with WeChat Pay. Simple as that. He gets to work, using the bus. On the bus, he browses the news, read what the latest news is, see what's going on in the world. Then he gets to the office, and then he decides to talk to his friends at work about gaming. So he's taking his lunch break. He decides to buy a few products online using WeChat as well. He browses, he finds a product that he likes, he checks out using WeChat Pay directly within WeChat. He goes out for dinner with his friends, they have a great time, they're talking, and then they pay the bill and they split it individually. Everybody pays their part. In the evening, he goes back home, interacts with his friends, he gets a red packet from his friend, goes home, he plays one of the games that Tencent has developed, and they've developed a lot of games. And then he climbs into bed, he chats with his friend, says goodnight, and he ends his day, just like that. So that's WeChat in China. I'll pass it on to my colleague Ash now to tell you a bit more about WeChat's ecosystem and also WeChat Pay.
Thank you, Joshua.
Okay, so Joshua has spoken about how WeChat works in China in terms of how users use them. So now I'm going to talk about how a merchant would use them, how WeChat official accounts, how WeChat Pay would help your business. So we're going to start with what Joshua mentioned earlier. WeChat has the whole ecosystem for you. So it starts with having an official account. Official account is basically like your Facebook page. And then you will get users, follower engagement. You can incentivize users using games, promotions, vouchers, and then they can use WeChat Pay in your store. So basically it's an online to offline, or you can say offline to online engagement of your users from online all the way to your store, and then again from your store back to digital, basically. So how WeChat Pay, there are a few ways WeChat Pay is being used in China. There's in-app, basically they shop within WeChat official account. There's also where you can put your own web stores inside the official account. So basically if you have a working web store right now, you can put that into your official account and then they can check out using WeChat Pay. QR code payment, basically e-wallets worked on a QR code basis, so whether the user has a QR that the merchant will scan or the merchant themselves will have a QR that the user will scan. And then there's something called quick pay also. So it's basically the user showing the merchants their QR and the merchant scanning the QR. So all of these are the different ways WeChat Pay works in China. And similarly, this will work in Malaysia also. So just as I go through my presentation, I will show you how this will work in Malaysia and also the solutions that Revenue Monster provides to the merchants that will reflect this. So the other one we've mentioned earlier that you can actually send red packets and everything, that actually will also happen in Malaysia. So once WeChat Pay launches, you will be able to see this function within your group and you'll be able to send red packets to your friends. Okay, so there are, besides just payment, simple payment, we've talked about how WeChat Pay creates an ecosystem. So I want to give you an example of how it works in China. In terms of like going to restaurants. So WeChat has sort of kept everything within their app. So what they've done is, okay, so you go to a restaurant, now you get a menu from the waiter. So instead of getting a menu, you sit down at a table, you'll see a QR code. So once you see the QR code, you just scan the QR code using your WeChat. And then you will see a menu, and then you will select what items you want, what drinks you want, and then you just check out using WeChat Pay. So it's a very digital experience, so no more for getting a paper menu or a board menu and then collecting cash. So WeChat has actually created an ecosystem whereby everything sits within their official account or their app, so that it's not just easy for the users but also easy for the merchants to handle. So just a quick stats for WeChat Pay compared to the other wallets in Malaysia. So I know you probably have heard of so many other wallets in Malaysia, whether it's Boost, Touch and Go, Vcash. So I'm just going to quickly highlight that WeChat Pay has over 20 million active users. So that means as soon as the wallet launches, 20 million users will already have the wallet without having to download another app. Besides that, WeChat Pay has also the ecosystem that we keep talking about. Whether you want to do e-commerce, whether you want to do food ordering, you can do message blasting. You can, target your specific users that you have garnered within your official account. All of which the other wallets can't do. So right now, if you look at the other wallets in the market, you can only do payment and maybe you can buy top-up tickets. But there is no way of knowing who the users are, and the merchants have no way of engaging the users after the payment. So I keep going on and on about the ecosystem. So now I'm actually going to show you how it works, or how Revenue Monster has created this, create solutions that sits within WeChat to complete the whole ecosystem for you. So we start with the official account here. Oops. And then from there you can do message broadcasting, you can do campaigns, you can do things like spin and win. Some of the, examples, if you want to see, you can look at GSC, Citibank, Maybank. These are some of the clients that we have worked with, and you can see how they run campaigns to garner clients, also to reward their clients. So I think recently is Citibank, if I'm not mistaken, Citibank, they have been giving away vouchers to their users, all using WeChat Pay. WeChat official account. And then there's something called Moment Ads. It's similar to your Facebook ads. So even within WeChat, you can also do targeted advertisements to your users. And then obviously there will be WeChat Pay, which you can do online and offline. So within the store, they can go in there and pay. If you have an online store, they can use WeChat Pay to pay. So it's sort of a closed everything I can do within WeChat. And then we want to try to complete the ecosystem with a loyalty program. So we have created a loyalty program that sits within WeChat. So this is something that we think will help the merchants to sort of close the loop. So whenever I go to your store or whenever I go to your web store, I pay using WeChat Pay, I will still get my points, and then I can use that redemption whether online or offline. So all of these solutions, I will probably go through again with you, how it works and how it sits within WeChat. So for some of you who probably don't have the wallet yet, yes, I know. I think a lot of people have approached me and say, oh, I don't have the wallet, how does it look like? So I'm just going to quickly show you how the wallet looks like. So this is it. So if you go into your WeChat account and you go under Me, you will maybe not everyone has it, but some will have it now, and the rest will have it later. What you will see is the wallet here. Sorry. And then you will see the quick pay or balance of card. Basically, you'll be able to tie your debit card to the account and then top up however much you want. And then obviously there's a limit. There's a limit of 1,005 for now. So you can put it up to 1,005 and then you can spend it. So when I speak about quick pay or QR pay, basically the users themselves will have a QR code like that. So they walk into a store and say, hey, I want to buy this item. All they need to do is actually take out their wallet, their mobile phone, click on wallet, click on Quick Pay on the top there, and then they will just have the QR code they show the merchant, then the merchant will scan. So that's all the users have to do. So it's actually very seamless for the users themselves. So I've spoken about the other wallets. So the other wallets are definitely happening, and the other wallets are also out there promoting their wallets. So I know there are different wallets going out there and saying, hey, take my terminal so that you can accept payments. So I think Keeper Pay is one of them, and then maybe Boost is also going out, giving out terminals, so you'll be able to accept their wallet. So besides WeChat Pay, what I want to propose, what Revenue Monster is proposing is actually, I will give you a single solution, a single terminal or a single app, but we will be able to accept multiple different wallets. So you won't need to have, like, say, 5 or 6 different wallet terminals. You only need to use one single terminal, which is the Revenue Monster terminal, and then you'll be able to accept WeChat Pay, Touch and Go, Boost, Vcash, and a couple more that I can't confirm with you yet. There will be a few more. So in total, we will be able to accept up to about 7 to 8 wallets, the main wallets, So hopefully this will be a benefit to the merchants to be able to say, hey, I can accept multiple wallets, but you don't have to have the, multiple terminals, multiple settlements, and so multiple backends. So there are a couple ways to accept payment in Malaysia. So I spoke about quick payment where the merchant scan the user. So two ways. One is the terminal, a full-on Android terminal. It's just like the credit card terminal, but it has a camera to scan the QR code. Or if you're a smaller merchants who are always on the go, you have pop-up stores and stuff like that, you probably can just use your mobile phone. So your mobile phone actually has a obviously your mobile phone has a camera. So all you do is download an app, whether it's Android or iOS, we have both. And then you just use it, just click on payment, click an amount, and then click on scan, and then it will just scan the user's QR. So the only thing this is missing compared to the terminal is just probably a printed receipt, which most people don't need anyway because you actually get your receipt from WeChat Pay. So it's a digital receipt. For smaller merchants like traders, like maybe like nasi lemak traders, they probably don't want to fuss over a phone or a terminal. They can actually just use a static, what we call a static QR. So they will just put up a single QR code. The user will scan them instead. So these are the two ways WeChat Pay can be accepted in Malaysia. So whether the merchant, you yourself, scan the user's QR or the user will scan your QR. But obviously this has a lower transaction limit, so usually we don't recommend it for retailers. We do recommend it for smaller traders only. Next is the loyalty system that I've been mentioning. We've actually created a loyalty system that a merchant can use. You set up yourself, you can create your own vouchers, you can create your own points, and all of it will sit within WeChat. So there's no need for another app, there's no need for another website. So it basically replaces all the cards that you have. So all the different membership cards that you have to carry, don't have to carry them anymore. I mean, how many people want to carry so many loyalty cards in your wallet anyway, right? So what I'm trying to achieve, what we are proposing is that you digitalize them. All they need is your official account, and they will get to track their points, they get to track their vouchers, you can blast messages to them. Like, if you think about bonus link right now, who remembers how many points they have? How do you know how many points you have? You probably have to write in to them and ask them how many points do I have, or they will just send you a statement and say, and by end of this month, this amount of points will be expired. But with our loyalty system, none of that, because user can check basically every day, every minute if they want to, just by logging into your official account. And they will also be able to get vouchers and rewards. Anytime you feel like you want to reward your users, basically you can just go into a backend website that we created, create a voucher and immediately enable it. You don't need a developer, you just need a one-time training from us. So no more paying a developer to create different vouchers, digital vouchers or any sort of vouchers for you, because it's a very simple and straightforward process with our Revenue Monster loyalty solution. So this is sort of what it looks like inside. So there are rewards and how you create the rewards and also how you redeem the rewards. I think it's similar to how Maxis Deal works if you have the Maxis app. So basically, instead of, I know Maxis gives us free vouchers that you can download, but obviously as a merchant you would want to try to redeem that with points or anything like that, so they do keep spending with you and come back to you. Earlier I mentioned the food ordering in China. So similarly, we are actually trying to bring the same solution to Malaysia. We do have a few merchants that are quite interested in trying this out, and hopefully maybe some of you will be. So it is the same idea. Basically, you stick a QR code on the table, the user will come in, scan, choose their items, and pay using WeChat Pay. So you don't need to worry about serving them a menu, don't need to worry about getting orders from the user, you don't need to worry about payment also, because all of it will be done as soon as they sit down. So once they pay, then you will get the order, then you will fulfill the order. So you don't need to worry about payment after. So this is sort of one of the solutions that we are looking to deploy very, very soon. And if there is any merchants who are interested, please do let us know. This is just a brief preview of what our backend looks like, our backend panel. So you can manage your stores, you can manage all your payment transactions, all your settlement reports, all from within a single portal. You can also manage both your Facebook Messenger and your WeChat official account using our portal. So you don't need to have separate accounts to do it. So I know currently WeChat has its own official admin panel, and then Facebook Messenger actually does not have an admin panel. You actually need to get a developer to do it for you. So what we've done is to actually get them both on a single panel for you, and it's actually very simple to set up. So just a quick costing, because I know people will ask how much. So, so just like credit cards, there will be an MDR charge. So for both local, WeChat local and WeChat cross-border, which is the Chinese coming into Malaysia to pay, we are offering them at both at 1% currently. So yes, please go ahead and take picture. Great, so obviously if you are already aware and interested to get WeChat Pay, we have already a few steps for you to sign up. Do sign up with us. We don't have a paper form. All you need to do is go to our website, or you can go to our OA and click on sign up. And right for today, you go to our OA, click on join us and sign up, SITEC sign up. So then you will be brought to a page where you do your registration. So no more forms, just all online. If you are still hesitating, still thinking whether you want it or not and don't want to immediately register, you can please scan this QR code. It will bring you to a page where you just fill up your interest and someone will call you. No, you don't have to have 2 mobile numbers to register. Just that some people have 2 mobile numbers, so they just register.